watch Deliverance over and over and over and over again. Put your hands together for Stephen Corder.
Yeah, I still feel sorry for those pigs. It was Deliverance, Deer Hunter, A Clockwork Orange. Those were my only options. My pops, he called it life lessons. I called it basic training. Deliverance for survival skills. Deer Hunter, obviously for gun safety. A Clockwork Orange, he just loved to get really high. I mean, when I was growing up, my father called himself the greatest of all time. He was like the Muhammad Ali of beating my ass. I'm not saying he ever hit me with a fist, but I'm not saying that he didn't either. I was beaten with Bibles, broom handles, hell, even a bushwhacker. Yes, my father took a weeding into my left leg. I was 9. And I'm not saying that there is an appropriate age for that. Adrian Peterson, he smacks his son. They call that child abuse. I just call it Saturday. I mean, I never knew when I get to see my dad with his hectic schedule. Between jail, prison, jail. I couldn't keep up. I mean, he never got off for good behavior. Occasionally, he would come home on house arrest. Man, those were some good times. There was one surprise party. It was most definitely a surprise to my dad. He shows up wasted, high on Quaaludes, then proceeds to take 12 shots of tequila, 1 for each of my years on this earth. I was 9. So, just as I finished making my wish, he blows out my candles, follows through my cake. Man, that was the greatest birthday present ever. I don't know who was happier, my dad over there flailing around making cake angels, or me, who just had my wish granted. My dad knows me so well. He knows how much I hate coconut frosting. I mean, times with my dad were always so memorable. Well, maybe not for him. I can remember when he took me to my first NASCAR race, right here in Charlotte. Long story short, my dad got appropriately drunk, as per usual. He got into fisticuffs with anyone not wearing an Earnhardt shirt. Yeah! And let me tell you, he's got a mean left hook. I speak from experience. Fortunately, this time when he ended up in the back seat, it wasn't of a cop car. Unfortunately, I had to drive home. Did I mention I was 9? It was cool though. I learned everything I needed that night from our man Earnhardt. I don't think the other drivers particularly appreciated my bump drafting style. But we were repeatedly fast in and out of the corners. Pops kept puking, so he was costing us precious seconds on our pit stops. But we finished that race together, and that's all that matters. I mean, everybody's dad throws them surprise parties or teaches them how to drive. What makes my dad the greatest of all time? I mean, he didn't buy me my first beer, but he did roll me my first joint. Any guesses on how old I was? Let's just say I wasn't 10. But I was on my way to school. The teachers did say that I was very calm, focused, and consistently first in line for lunch. Dad drove me to school from that day forward. Well, I drove most of the time. I didn't want Pops to get another DUI. Thank you for your time. I'm Steve Corey.